Yep, it is what you think it is, and I am gonna do it. Take a look at this beautiful nugget. Huge chunk of orange section. So it's gonna have to be called orange instead of peach. Beautiful nugget. Check this guy out. I've got short wave and long wave going. Right now this is the short wave. Got beautiful lightning bolt types formations on this green here. It's crazy. And then there is actually some blue popping up or a little bit. Hard to see it on the camera, but that's the long wave on the right side making the calcite really pop there. This is a cool looking piece. Crystal Miner rocks it! Hey everybody, Anthony here, and thanks for watching Crystal Miner Rocks. Welcome to my darkroom. We're going to need it because we're talking about fluorescent minerals. Magical glowing rocks. It's going to blow your mind that these things can do this. Our expedition brought us to Sterling Hill Mineral Mine. It's in Ogdensburg, New Jersey, in the Franklin Mining District in Sussex County. This place is like, I guess it's a fluorescent mineral mecca. It has hundreds of documented mineral species that fluoresce, and I believe only a handful are found in this area. Of course, there are many, fluorescent minerals found throughout the world and the country, but this place is just such a high concentration, it's mind-boggling. Again, I want to give a special thanks to Brianna, our guide, who gave us a tour of the mine, the museum, and also getting us access to the quarry and the cave in the back, where I was able to collect these cool specimens that you're going to see. For you pros that have been out there and you know what you're doing, if you just want to see me collect from the back quarry and the cave, you can fast forward. For the rest of you, if you want some tips on what to look for and how to find certain minerals and what to do, okay, let's get started. You're going to need good flashlights, of course. And I'm going to show you my rig. This is the AFS 3000, Anthony's flashlight stuff. It's cooler when you add a number to it, 3000. So I've got a DIY video on how to put this together. This is just a holder. And not in the video is making this thing hands-free, and it's a game changer. I could carry my tools, move a lot more material around with two hands, and it was the first time I brought my rig out there in the field, and I store this in I bring it around in a camera bag, which came with a neck strap, which is this guy. So it actually fits me perfectly. It connects through the front just like that. It hooks. And then I brought it along the length of it through a metal ring, which is just tie wrapped to the handle. I am careful when I lift it up and set it down. I'm gentle with it because it's very expensive, and it's never come off. So this worked out for me perfectly. You guys can figure out any other way you like to use to make your handles hands-free. The reason why I have 3 flashlights is because some of these minerals can present different colors when different wavelengths hit it. So it could be like, say, red and long wave, and then as soon as you run shortwave over it, it becomes green. Pretty amazing. And once you get outside of the visible daylight and infrared spectrums, you start getting into invisible light, which is under 400 nanometers. And they're broken up into 3 categories: UVA, B, and C. Most people say long wave, mid wave, or short wave when referring to fluorescent minerals. As you see in this chart, long wave is UVA, and that's typically in the 350 to 400 nanometers. Then you have a very small band, which is mid wave, that is 280 to 315 nanometers. And then you go back to a very wide spectrum, short wave, ranging from 100 to 280 nanometers. These lights are color coded, so if you only had to get one, go with the long wave. That's the best bang for the buck. The next one, short wave. These are pretty much the only 2 you're going to need out there. I think like 90% of them fluoresce really brightly with these 2. I did see some calcite that was pink and purple with the mid wave, but honestly, these are the 2 if you only had to have some going out there. So why do they glow? That's what's crazy and amazing about this thing. Magic. Well, the sciencey answer is that the UV radiation coming from these lights, as it passes through the good filter, and that's why you get what you pay for. These really good lights have good filters, and it blocks out the purple. And so more of the radiation hits the specimen, and it excites the electrons that orbit the atoms, and it elevates the orbit to the next level. So they excite it, and basically they rebroadcast that energy out as visible light so that your eyes can see it. So think about it. UV light outside of the visible spectrum that's invisible hits something, and now it's visible. That's just amazing. The mineral is just charged up, and it shows up as a spot of light in the camera and the video. That's what's so hard to do this. So like my eyes will see it as pink and blue or purple, and you'll just see a bright light on there. So it's just not possible to be out in the field going, "Wow, look at that beautiful crystal, it's so amazing." Yeah, I've got to do it in the proper lighting and setting, and so that you guys can see the beauty, like your eyes can see it with these good flashlights. Here's an example of why you have the good lights. Even though I'm indoor right now, but I tested it outside, and it's exactly the same effect. So here's bright light. As soon as I give some shading even with my back, I can start seeing the gold flash from the Norbergite in this piece right here. Beautiful. And so with some shading, without, and another piece right here, you can actually see the blues and the pinks as soon as I start covering the light with my body. So put your back to the sun, and you can at least have a chance. And of course, if you use the covering like the cloth, if you end up using a grill cover, that's a game changer, and you'll see complete darkness, and that's going to get you like the right look for all these pieces. Here's an example of the $20 Amazon light you can get. It is very reactive for some minerals like the Florida gold and calcite, but it's just not going to do much for you out in the sterling, especially in the daylight, where it's just all you see is the purple bleed over from the poor quality filter that's on this light. But that's not the case with the FS Hunter. So I'm going to go a long wave right here, show you again. With the shading, you can clearly see the pinks and the purples. At least you can pick out if it's a good rock or not, and then go for it. Well worth the money. You can have hours of fun if you end up with something like this, and it's just going to bring all the colors to life in your collection. Here we go. Yeah, that's like the $1 million question. Like, what's actually in these things that are glowing? Take it with a grain of salt. I don't know if I'll ever know. I'll have a 80%, 70%, feeling that it might be this based on the information I cross-reference. I think maybe 90% of them kind of correlate, but it's just so hard to tell because it's a blue flash or a pink flash and green. It's most likely willemite, but there's 10 other minerals that are documented to be found there that also fluoresce green. So what can you say? But I'll have some links, some information in the database, including the one that the Franklin and the Sterling mines have put together and collaborated on. So that's a good reference. It'll have the wavelength, short, mid, long, and the colors that they represent that are found there. So hopefully that'll help you guys. So willemite and calcite are going to be the two most prevalent ones you'll see out there. While they do show up in all the wavelengths, the best one is going to be shortwave. They really pop neon green for the willemite, super bright. And then also the calcite, I've seen the color range from red to deep orange. It's really pretty. Here's one where it's a rhombohedral crystal and you got that color contrast, that green against the orange. Is phenomenal. One of our best ones. Staying with the long wave, if you see orange specks, it could be Nürnbergite or spherulite. Also long wave blue, it could be diopside or spherulite again. Long wave blue and leaning towards the violet color could be hardistonite. So again, it's really hard to tell with the color range, plus your eyes got to figure out if it's blue or violet. Staying in the long wave, if it's pink, I'm pretty sure this is what I found, a mariolite, and it could be wollastonite 2M. So two beautiful specimens, especially the bright phosphorescence that it has. In mid-wave, I did not really see anything except for calcite, which showed up as purple. So that's why it's like, if you have to leave one light out, I would be that one. But I picked up a few of those, so I did get some nice purple calcite. I did forget about wollastonite 1A, and that is showing up in shortwave as yellow. So this specimen right here, beautiful specks of yellow all over this beautiful white calcite marble. Really nice piece to be able to have for my display. Good luck with your ID, guys. I always forget something. At the very end, as we're rushing out, I was able to head back to the section in the quarry that had some core samples. This right there made the trip. I mean, just having these cool glowing fluorescent rods is just amazing. I mean, wow. I can have so much fun with them all the time. I can do stuff like this. Verizon, best nationwide coverage. You get 5 bars out there. Hey everybody, Anthony here, and thanks for watching Crystal Miner Rocks. I'm out in New Jersey at Sterling Hill Mineral Mine, and we're going to be looking for fluorescent minerals, all types. And it's a beautiful morning, and we're going to check it out. Very cool looking place. We're, I guess, in the Franklin mining district. Possibly that's an appropriate term. Look at that walkway structure. Not sure what that is. A little mine entrance. All right, we're about to walk into the Sterling Hill mine, and let's take a quick look. Look at that.
Hi. Welcome. Come on in. Come on into the lamp room.
Okay.
This is where the miners stored all their lamps, and this is where they would pick up their lamps. These are the old battery-operated lamps that were actually used by the miners when the mine was open.
We're going back in time.
Yeah.
And then look at that ceiling. That's a cool white. Probably all calcite.
And then this is an old. This is the Sir Humphrey Davy's lamp. Because the King of England said he would knight somebody if they came up with a safer way to work in the mine. So this right here, fire burns like a red, yellow, orange color. Natural gas burns blue. So if you're walking around, as long as it's the orange, yellow, red color, you're good. But if you're walking and it starts to turn blue, that means there's gas, and that means you want to evacuate. Exciting stuff.
I got a big chamber here.
This is the service station. This right there is the largest piece of flowstone in the state of New Jersey. All the way to the top, all the way to the bottom. The green is algae because of the lights. That's not an actual different mineral or anything. It would be solid white if the lights weren't duty. You saw the big yellow thing outside, right?
Check out that flowstone.
That's man cage. Well, that.
Let's get a good look at this flow here. Got some really cool growth patterns there.
Right, we come, right?
The shafts.
Bob have a hard time sitting. So, but normally you would be sitting on there and you fit up to 40 guys, and this is actually really slow because it went about 20 miles per hour. You have to keep your arms and your legs in nice and tight because if not, you hit the wall. And you get a really bad scrape. It's like a pulley system. One side goes down, the other side goes up. So here, the ore is constantly going up to the top, go up go into the crusher, and then across the long conveyor belt. The middle's for the people, and then on that side over there is for tools and equipment. Fun fact: one time they hired somebody from the obviously it was full of ore. We got to do 2 hands probably. Now it's still a lot of money, but still, like that is so cool. Here, so one of the things they would do is they would take the ore and then they would take it to he'd use a jackhammer, sledgehammer, sometimes dynamite. He was super safe though. Look, he had this chain right across there. And that chain that goes to his belt. So hopefully his belt was very strong because that's the only thing that's
You have to make sure he punches all the rock through those squares.
That's the only, that chain right there is the only thing that, this is the oldest drill in this line of drills. Its nickname is the Widowmaker, and the reason why is because the person, the average lifespan of somebody that operates this drill is 45 to 50 years old. The tip of it is solid, so when they're drilling, all the dust comes down, and if you've ever heard of black lung, that's in a coal mine. This would be white lung, because most of this mountain's made out of Franklin marble.
Look at the tools of the trade. All the hammers and drills used by the miners.
There's a lot right there.
Wearing out a spot there. It goes back about a foot.
So this is our baby cave.
There's the tracks, and they start ending right here. They're going into the new tunnel. Right there.
Pop out like this so it catches. And this right here will hold back 20,000 pounds.
No way.
And then to figure out where these go is a dangerous job because you actually have to go around and you have to hit the walls and the ceiling to see how it sounds. I'm gonna hit the wall in 2 spots and you tell me which one needs a rock wall. First shot.
Almost got some drapes going on here.
That sounds more solid, right?
That's actually more echoey, so hollow. So you want the, that's a good spot, and then that's where you want to put a rock bolt.
Yeah.
So,
Do you hear it? Wait.
Now approaching the rainbow tunnel.
this is where I'll tell you how many minerals there are. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn off the light and I'll tell you with that, so just so you guys can kind of see. So there's over 380 different minerals here, 97 of them fluoresce, and 19 you can only find here and here alone.
Check it out. That red calcite.
Wowzers. Might that look cool in your yard?
So again, the green's willemite.
Green is willemite, red is calcite.
So we got some orange on that rock in the back. What's the orange?
Don't remember off the top of my head.
Can't remember. Super cool.
Pictures turn out on here. So this candle is on there. This would go on your hat like this, or it would go into the wall, or hook up like this. So to show you how much light they were working by. Ready? All right. That's how much light they were working by. And then if it went out, it's very dark. There was one guy who was drilling and a rock the size of a pool table fell down, hit him, knocked him about 30 feet back into a wall, knocked his helmet off and everything. And to find his way out, he had to feel for the train tracks and for the pipes. He went about 60 feet, 2 guys found him. They took him out to safety, but it took about 5 years of reconstructive surgery because he broke his face and he broke his skull. Holes in the middle are so that it has room to move and break up. So each blast breaks up a little bit more, breaks up a little bit more, breaks up a little bit more. And then it all lands right where you guys are standing right now. And so you guys can see. You want to be my helper?
Crystal Miner rocks!
Yeah, caused a lot of damage down there. That's a one-person job. His job is connect that. This work area is the other work area. So he connects work areas.
Just checking out some of the minerals on the wall. I've got long wave and short wave going, as you can see. Really lights up green on this spot right there. Check it out. Short wave on the left side.
That's short wave. Look at this one right here.
Look at that color contrast, so pretty.
Wowzers. There's tunnels like this on the other side.
Wow, this is the Sterling Underground Lake. 100 feet deep, says Brianna. Oh, that is cool. Ice cold water.
So pretty. They're actually doing a water study now to find out if there's anything living in there, because we haven't seen anything living in there other than a couple random frogs that came in from outside. It's 100 feet deep and 100 feet wide. If you were to swim to the other side and go underneath that thing and go over, then there's tunnels like this on the other side.
Wow, look at that slab. Yeah, I can see more of the colors as your eyes adjust. Check out all the colors. We start going from reds and then purple. And we got green just, 6 inches to the left.
Priceless. Layer up is where the rock collection stuff area is, and then the next area is the this is the Fluorescent Museum, so there's everything in here glows.
Wow.
And
Yes.
the favorite picture that everyone likes to get in the other room.
Gotta see the specimen room. It They're all starting to light up now.
When you see the flickering, that's because it's going from mid wave, long wave, to short wave.
Okay, transitioning.
Mm-hmm.
Some crazy colors, everybody. Oh, this is a pretty one.
Yeah.
The orange. Look at this giant display of these slabs. Some amazing colors. Awesome pieces. This is the large specimen room. And we have all these rocks glowing. Check it out.
Are these also from here or are this
Wow.
They're from everywhere. Some of them are from here, some
That
are
is
from
just
everywhere.
amazing. Colors are coming out so well in the video.
Yeah.
This one's not.
Gotta come out and see these, folks.
And then in here you've got the uranium glass and the lead glass. You know how it keeps in
Just
history
color
long?
everywhere.
Because they all lead poisoning. You have lead glass everywhere.
A giant piece of calcite right there, rhombohedral.
Koreans and Korean.
There's a few more pieces over
They
here.
show the different counterfeit numbers.
I don't know. I'm not sure what the purple is. Could be sphalerite, hydrozincite. Actually, I think diopside even is purple. Wow, what a pretty color right there. Beautiful.
This are from here.
Yes, that's from here.
I can't believe the mine was only open until 1987. That's so recent. We spent too much time in there, so we kind of had to breeze through the museum. Here's just a couple of pictures. There were so many crystals and awesome displays. April and I could have spent 3 hours in there easily. So we had to move on to the back quarry. Check it out. Spring one. Check out those quarries. Hey everybody, Anthony here, and thanks for watching Crystal Miner Rocks. I finally made it to New Jersey.
Welcome to New Jersey.
All right, and I got my honey with me, and this is our first time at Sterling Hill Mine. Check out those huge faces up there, those boulders, and we're gonna be looking for fluorescent minerals this time, and we're gonna have a great time. Brianna is gonna give us a little tour as well, so that was really nice of her.
Welcome to New Jersey. I'm happy to have you guys here, and we are in a special part of the mine area, which isn't always open to the public.
Awesome.
Let's get to it. There's a praying mantis right there. You guys can see it. I've never seen one in person before. That is cool. There are so many cool critters. Check it out. Hey guys, we're in a small cave in one of the sites. Check it out behind me. I'm gonna be starting our little digging adventure right here. Oh, it's nice to see the sun coming through the top.
So
And we're
when they first started digging here, they started digging from the surface.
Look at all the color.
And when they dug from the surface, they dug all the way through. See that big thing up there? That is a big rock. That is
Yeah,
just
big
held
rock.
up, and it's just held up to the
Look at that beautiful purple.
No, like
It's wedged in there.
rock. If something
This
were to
one.
Yeah, that guy's just, that nugget's just sitting at the opening.
mm-hmm.
Nobody shake it. I love the purple, so I'm gonna get that one right there.
That one?
Yeah.
wanna go see?
Let's check it out. Wow,
Pretty
look
cool,
at that.
right? Very
Super.
cool.
The purple doesn't come out as much on the
Purple and pink. I got this one.
video,
It's
but
tiny,
you can definitely see with the eyes. So that one's coming with me. The good news is the cave is giving us a lot of shading, so really helps in trying to do this while we're in the day hunt and not one of the night ones. Living the purples on this guy. I think I'll bring him out and maybe smack off this piece right here if I can. Check out this willemite and calcite. Beautiful color contrast. What a nice piece. That one's coming back as well.
Very cool.
Hey guys, check out this skinny flat one. It is just loaded with green willemite. And it's super bright too. That is a score. We're making our way up this slope. We're already finding some really good goodies here. And the cave is keeping us cool, so that is a win-win right there. Let's check this out right there. Alright, Brianna just scored a really cool looking piece. Look at those bands right there. That is unique. That is... Wow, I even see some pink in there.
I know, it's like every color.
Super cool. Oh, I love this guy like there. We got some greens. And we got some blues and purples right here. And pinks. This one's got a lot of color and rainbow on. That is nice. Hey guys, check out this piece. And at least I'm seeing the blue just glow in the camera, but this is a really nice piece. Look at that. That's in long wave. We are still having a great time going through all this rock, and everything is glowing. Most of which we do not know how to pronounce their names, but we will take them back because they're just super pretty. Wow, look at that orange show up there. It's hard to see in the video, but that is glowing orange with some spots of green on there. Nice. She looks like she's gonna take it. The girls are scoping out some yellow fluorescent pieces in these boulders, and that's what we'll have to do it in a day to try to ID it in some darkness.
So it's this big top, this whole top chunk right here.
Yeah, we're finding
Is that yellow?
We're finding some yellow there, so we're gonna split it a bit and see what we can take. May not look hard, but it's a bit of a workout still. Carrying all those rocks. We're in a different spot. Beautiful weather still. Beautiful. And we got those cliff faces there. Like a turtle.
Alright. Is it a little piece right there?
Oh yeah.
Look at that.
Piece of my labor.
Gorgeous. And then this big piece has some different shade of green. And then the yellow. There's a bunch of yellow on this side too. There's a whole big line that goes through it with a nice band there and a nice band there. Yeah, and then this one right here has more spotted throughout. A little more sporadic. That one's more sporadic. This piece and this piece. That little one? They're awesome.
I've found there is a pride rock here at Sterling Hill Mine, right there. And we're short of a little lion cub to, bring the full effect of Disney out.
I wonder if you can stand in front of it where it looks like, you know how when you do certain things.
Well, yeah, you're at the right angle. We just need the lion cub. Okay, we're moving on to another spot. We're leaving Pride Rock. Beautiful quarry looking walls there, really high. and this is a little bit of the woodsy area. So we found some really nice yellow unknown mineral. Gotta ID it. Moving on from that spot. There's certainly lots of calcite everywhere, and they call this for its obvious reasons, a peach color, peach calcite. So got a couple of nice pieces here that have split off, so I'm gonna grab these, put in this nice chunk here. Look at that gorgeous color. This has been out of the sun underneath, so beautiful. Brianna, you forgot these.
Why, thank you.
I think you hit your quota for today.
I did.
There's, I bet there's some goodies in there.
Yes, there are. And look at, talking about my pile, look at your pile.
There'll be some glowy hocus pocus stuff in here.
Look at that stuff.
Just in time for
We are crystal miners. Yes.
Okay, it's been an awesome day. We're wrapping it up in Sterling Hill, and we have a boatload of fluorescent crystals. So stay tuned to check them out, and stay tuned for more adventures. Thanks for watching Crystal Miner Rocks.
Woohoo! Yeah.
Hey guys, thanks for watching, and I really appreciate your support. I did forget to mention in the beginning where the public collection area is. It's in the front. We drove past it, so we're going to the back quarry. But don't worry, a lot of the good stuff, they bring it out from the back after they clean it up. And then also there's an international area that they call, it's right next to it, where they get donated rocks from around the world in the country, and they put it there, so you can also go through that as well. Now that you have an idea as to what to look for in the daylight, ultraviolet, you'll have a great time finding stuff. Don't forget to bring those great flashlights as well as your grill cover. That's the way real rock hounds do it. Rock on. See you on the next adventure.